Hold on, I'm going to try to clean my screen. I can't even see where the camera is. Okay, sorry. I'm using my finger. It's a horror movie. Just kidding. Did anyone else feel like that was kind of like watching the Blair Witch Project? Hey, Patrick. By the way, I got your email. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet, but thank you for that. I just haven't had time to respond, but I'm glad that you're here, and I want you to know I see you. Thank you. Okay, you guys. So I got 3 guests tomorrow. Really super excited about all 3 of them. I have Michael Yo, Chelcie Lynn, and Maria Bamford. They're all in Austin for Moon Tower. And so they're coming on my podcast. And they're going to be really, really fun. Also today, super fun update. I filmed my first sketch back. It's I'm going to title it When They Say to Sleep When the Baby Sleeps. And then it's me doing things. And then when the baby sleeps, I randomly fall asleep, but it's like terrible timing. You'll see. It's a funny sketch. I'm really excited about it. I have one more piece to film tomorrow on my podcast. And because I want to do a bit at my podcast. And then I'm probably going to post it Friday, which is really exciting. That's my favorite thing to post. So I'm really stoked for that. So, hello everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. Patrick, thank you for being here. Nico, what is up? Matt, good evening. Pyramid 7. Woot, woot to you, toot. D, hello. I love you as well. I don't know you, but I'm sure you're a great guy. Erasmo, hello. Johnny, what's up? Let's get cooking. So, who should we start with first? Michael Yo, Chelcie Lynn, and Maria Bamford. 1 for Chelcie Lynn, 2 for Michael Yo, 3 for Bamford. 1, 2, 3. Wow. 2, 1, and 3. You guys planned that, didn't you? Johnny, you don't know any of them? You guys know them. Hold on. Look, I'm going to show you who they are. You're going to see their picture and be like, oh, this is Michael Yo. You know this guy. You know Michael Yo. Do you guys know Michael Yo? I know Michael Yo. Not personally. Yeah, Michael Yo. Okay, well then I can't call these people celebrities if you don't know who they are. Okay, let me show you Chelcie Lynn. You know Chelcie Lynn. Hold on. You know Chelcie Lynn. I love that this is the picture I show you guys. Can you guys hear the baby? Can you hear him in the background? Just being himself. I fed him before I did this, so if he's crying, it's a dirty diaper, and the daddy has to change it. Boo boo. Okay, so we don't know Chelcie Lynn either. How about Maria Bamford? Hold on, let me find her picture. Man, there's just like not a good picture of her. Maria Bamford? Do we know her? Look who decided to join me. Oh, you fell. Come on, you can come back up here. Hi. 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 You guys, this is Penny. Penny's the cutest dog in the whole wide world. She's a teacup Yorkie. Where are you going? You didn't want to be in there with a crying baby, did you? That's what she said. She's like, get me out of this room with a crying baby. Penny, Winnie, 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 Winnie. This is my 5-pound teacup Yorkie. She's 9 years old. Her tongue always sticks out. Can you see her little tongue? Penny, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Don't be shy. You're a superstar. Here, wait. No. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. She left. Okay, so we don't know who any of these fucking people are that are coming on my podcast tomorrow. Awesome. Cool. I love how I title it and I'm like, celebrities coming on my podcast need your help. And then you guys have no fucking idea who these people are. You're like, we were expecting Joe Rogan. So, okay, Kay, you know Michael Yo. There's one person that knows someone. I guess we'll start with Michael Yo then. Kay, is there any questions that I should ask Michael Yo? Okay, Matt, we've got 2 people that know Michael Yo. What are some, let's Booker is getting shade. I'm like, you're fired. Okay, so I'm going to start a new note. Michael Yo. All right, these are questions for him. Is your dad a thief because he stole the stars and put them in your eyes? Stop it, Martin. Okay, y'all. What do you... I'm going to pull up Michael Yo facts. Let's find out some facts about this guy. He's a 2-time Emmy nominee. Michael Yo is a comedian, actor, and host, keeping busy in all of Hollywood's platforms. Okay. Regular on the Joe Rogan Experience. He's the host of the Michael Yo Show. And he's got a comedy special. What is going on there? You saw his stand-up on YouTube. Okay, still going to be awesome because you're the best. Thanks, Dee. People aren't funny anymore. Only new comedians I like is Shane Gillis and a few from Kill Tony. You guys, the pickup lines, cheesy ones are my favorite. Hold on, you guys. I have to go help with this diaper change. Don't go anywhere. Okay. He's getting swaddled. Let me read these comments. Why do I have to help with a diaper change? Because diaper changing is my duty. Mark will throw up if he sees poop. Plus he cries and someone has to hold a pacifier in his mouth or he just screams bloody murder and nobody wants to hear that. My view, this is what you get when you live in a high rise. Soon we're going to have to live in a house though, because once this baby starts crawling and running and walking and stuff, I only have 700 square feet here, so it's a cool view, but tiny place. Okay. I look like Manny. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Pacuellos. I wanna look this guy up. Manny Pacuellos. Manny Pacuello wife. No way. Are you saying I look like her? You can't be. Oh, he's a boxer. Okay, but I don't look like her. She's Mexican and has brown hair. No way. Okay, so Michael EO. I think he is married to Claire Schreiner. Got married in 2016. It's over there. Let me see Jax. I'll hold him. Oh, he's sleeping. Hold on one second, you guys. Let's see here. So let's come up with some questions for Michael Yo. So I'm going to ask him about his relationship status. Married. I always like to ask people, what is the best advice you have for other couples looking, should I say like looking for a long-lasting relationship? What is the best advice you have? What is the best advice you can give another couple? I would never have guessed he was 50 years old either, but that's what you get when you're Asian. Like, they just never ever age. What is the best advice you can give another couple? What is the best advice you can give a couple entering a new relationship? what is a better way to ask, like, what is the key to a good relationship? Is there like a more fun way to ask that? But everybody says communication, you know? Don't we get bored with that? We get bored. The secret to longevity. What is the secret to I literally just looked at how you spelled longevity. Okay, remind me to not do this position again. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna count this as 4. 4 chins. Not my best look. Well, remember to laugh like this and not. What is the secret to longevity? I like that one. Um, what was what is oh, this is a good one. What is something you learned from your past relationships? From all your past relationships. Who is your emergency contact? That's a good one. What is something you do to keep your relationship? What is something you do in your relationship? That, how do I say this? What is something you do in your relationship that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway to keep your relationship alive? Or like you do it because you love your wife? What is something you do? What is something you don't like to do, but you do anyway? What is something you do in your relationship? What is something you do in your relationship that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway? What sacrifices are most meaningful? What sacrifices? What kinds of sacrifices? What kind of sacrifices do you make in your relationship? What kind of sacrifices do you make in your relationship? Is that it? Is that how you say it? What kind of sacrifices do you make in your relationship? What's an important sacrifice you make in your relationship? What's an important sacrifice? What's an important sacrifice you make in your relationship? What is something you don't like doing in your relationship, but you do anyway to keep the peace? That's a good one too. I feel like, what's an important sacrifice you make in your relationship? What is something you don't like doing in your relationship, but you do it anyway to keep the peace? I also like the way you said that too. I'm going to write those side by side. What is something you don't like doing in your relationship. But do anyway to keep the peace. Okay. My sacrifice. You know, I saw Creed in concert. They came to Austin and I went and saw them. They were pretty freaking good. Ask how he makes up for being wrong. Flowers or a kind gesture? Oh my gosh, these are my favorite kinds of questions. Okay. What's the best way to fix a fuck up? And then I'm going to put it in parentheses. Flowers or the fact that anyone ever had the audacity to call you old and average is fuck that agent. I hate that guy. That guy sucked. I will never forget that. So for you guys that don't know what George is talking about, he's referring to a moment that I had on my podcast. Hold on. Yawn break. I should call that a mom break. I had this agent when I was living in Hollywood and I was 34 years old. And I had gotten like some really big jobs with this agency. And then I guess I didn't work for like 3 months for some reason. I don't know. I just didn't book any work. And the agent called me up and he was like, hey, this like working relationship isn't really working anymore for us. You know, you're like really outdated. Your hair is too blonde. Your boobs are too big. You're 34. You're very average. So we're just gonna like let you go. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say that. And we parted ways. So I guess if you're 34 in LA, that's right, 34 in LA is 52. Probably gay. Do you want them doing chores if you have to correct it after? Oh. You know what? That's like a really good way. That's a really good question. Uh is how do I reverse that question? Like, is there anything that you do to make your wife happy, but you don't do it good enough? No. Uh, oh, you know what? Let's just be simple. What if I just say, what is your worst quality? What is your worst quality? Okay. Thank you. Grab it. Okay. That's enough for Michael Yo. Let's move on to Chelsea Lynn. Chelsea Lynn. Okay. Chelsea Lynn is like famous for doing mukbangs. Um, obviously she's very heavy in weight and she eats a lot and she goes live and she eats a lot and she also makes really funny videos of like girls farting with baby powder on like their butthole. It goes she's actually really funny. I like her a lot. And she's like this trashy kind of comedian and she has a calendar that like no one really wants to look at, but you buy it because she's funny. The Mile Ahead Club, dude. Ron White is a champion for that. What's up, Fitzy? Hopefully she invites you to do a mukbang. Should I ask her if a mukbang has ever turned into a bang bang? A mukbang is when you order like a ton of food, like 5 different fast food restaurants, and you order them all and you just eat everything until you can't eat anymore. That's a mukbang. It's like a fetish for some people. Ever turned into a real bang? And then I'm going to ask her what's her type. Okay, so how can we let's go down the food path. So usually when you go on a first date with someone, where is it to? A restaurant. So I can ask her, do you like going to restaurants for a first date? What do you typically order when you go out to eat? Do you how do like do you ever eat less than the man? What's her order? That's yeah. What foods are her aphrodisiac? She's gonna say ranch dressing. I'm gonna ask her how she feels about ranch dressing. How do you feel about ranch dressing? Or should I say what kinds of food do you put ranch dressing on? Mukbang is actually a Korean word where muk means to eat or eating and bang means room. So it literally means eating room. Okay. Good to know. Should I ask her if she knows what that means? Hold on. Before I go down this rabbit hole, hold on. Chelcie, Lynn, mukbang. Yeah, she's like famous for these mukbangs. So what if I ask her like what the wildest thing is that she's ever eaten? On a first date, do you encourage farting? I feel like if you eat that much food, you have to fart or you like injure yourself. You should have some food so you could do a mini mukbang. That's a really good idea. Is mukbang. I'm actually putting a bunch of exclamation marks on this so I can tell my producer. Okay, what kinds of food should I have for a mukbang? Has she ever ended up in a A&E? What is that? You should troll hot ones with her. Bring 50 wings and have ranch available. Have her teach you the ways. Okay. How big is she? Let me see. trying to see how much she weighs. It's like a lot. It doesn't say. Bummer. Okay. Do something fun like donuts. I love that. Donuts are good, but we have to pick like a selection of food. Oh, I can't do hot dogs. I like the fun stuff like donuts. What if we do donuts? Why are donuts like donut holes? Pickles? Chips? No. Krispy Kreme is great. What else can we put on the table? Bean dip. Oh, are not heavy. Many that do them are Korean. Oreos. Nachos. Cookies. What about kolaches or like pigs in a blanket? Because if someone's gonna go get donuts, they can get like those pig in a blanket things. Nachos are gonna get soggy. Donuts, pickles, pig in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket with Oreos. What about a milkshake? Milkshake and a burger. Hard boiled eggs. We're doing the quadruple chin again. That's how I feel about hard boiled eggs. Sexual foods. Strawberries dipped in chocolate. Ooh, we could do some sexy foods. Chocolate covered strawberries. Okay. I feel like I'm going to throw up afterwards. I'm going to say, what is the worst thing you can do after a mukbang? Make ice cream sundaes. Dude, that could be so fun. What if we made ice cream sundaes for each other? We can get all the stuff that we need, and then I'll make hers and she makes mine. And then we have to eat each other's ice cream sundae. Whip cream. Shabbat. Coming in hard with the cash. Thank you. That's going to pay for my sundae. Swedish fish candy. Swedish fish candy. M&Ms, etc. Shabbat. Thank you so much. He didn't actually come out very hairy. He doesn't even have a lot of hair. Big Daddy's holding up pretty good. He's watching him right now. I have to show you guys this though. So I saw a longhorn, like a Texas longhorn on the side of the road the other day, and I wanted to take a picture with him. So we pulled over and I took a selfie. I'm going to show you the selfie. And when I took this picture, I was like this, right? I'm taking the picture and I click it and I go, "Ooh, I think Jax just shit his pants. We need to go change it." I go to the car, I set him down on a doggy pee pad in the back of my car, and I have a changing, like, little changing station, like, in my car. That's how much this kid goes to the bathroom. He pooped through his diaper, through his clothes, onto my outfit. So much so that I had to change his outfit and my outfit and 2 full diaper changes for him. It was hardcore, but I was like, "You know what? At least I got a cute photo." This was the photo. Guys, hold on. That is the face that he made during my photo. That is him shitting his brains out in my arms. Thought this was a cute photo. That's the zoomed up picture. When is the last time you shit so hard that bubbles came out of your mouth? When is the last time? A month ago? Bubbles? This is him. Do you think he looks like me? Oh, so hold on, let me get out of this. So now it's the background on my phone. So if I ever lose my phone, someone's going to see this and be like, "Whose fucking kid is that?" Mine. Okay. We got Chelsea Lynn down, I think. Yep, we got Michael Yo, Chelsea Lynn, and now we need to do Maria Bamford. Thank you, country boy. I started off this stream by saying that I just made a new video today that I'm going to post on Friday. A new sketch. It's when they say to sleep when the baby sleeps. Bullshit. So I made a funny sketch about it. And that dude on your show said your eggs were fried at 36. Yeah, thanks, Mark Normand. I remember putting my boy in his swing for a few so I could catch a nap. He shit like your story, but swang for half an hour. Thank you for the tip, Shabbat. Really appreciate that. That's so nice of you. Maria Bamford. What do we know about Maria Bamford? I know the least about her. Also, Shabbat, I can't leave Jax in a dirty diaper whatsoever. If he even pees like a drop, he screams bloody murder. He hates a dirty diaper. I change like 18 diapers a day. It's not like some people are like, "Oh, you change 7 to 10 diapers a day." Yeah, that's if your kid can pee and like handle themselves. My kid can't handle himself. He pees and then he just freaks out and needs a fresh, clean diaper immediately. That's why I said I had to go help change his diaper. Yeah, Shabbat is single-handedly gonna fund my mukbang. Shout out to Shabbat tomorrow when I make these Sundays. You have kids too? Are they the same? I look better with age? Stop. You should mail Uncle Mark one of his used diapers. Oh, don't they have smart? I wish they had smart diapers. Teething poops are major rash, more acidic, apparently. Oh. All right, you guys. Maria Bamford, our last menu lady. Maria Bamford. She has I think it's also her special. It's called Sure, I'll Join Your Cult. Why does Maria Bamford shake so much? Due to mental meds. She's on medication. Husband. She is married. Sure, maid. Thank you. You guys, this is turning into like the most money I've made online since I quit OnlyFans. Thank y'all. You got an ad? There's not ads on my stream. It's raining tips tonight. I know. Do you guys know that gif with Kim Kardashian and the money going like this? That's how I feel. Okay. Her last name sounds like her family owned slaves. Bamford. Thank you, country boy. Maria Bamford. I don't know what to ask this lady. She's married. How did you meet your husband? We'll start it off with that. How did you meet your husband? This is also going to be after a mukbang when I want to vomit. How did you meet your husband? Have you ever gone back to an ex? What's an unforgivable red flag? What do you guys think is an unforgivable red flag? Ask her if she voted for Trump. What's an unforgivable red flag? Cheating. True. But like, what if you really love the person? I always feel I'm like, but what if you like love them? What if they're really, really sorry and they promise to never do it again? What do you do then? What is CPS? What is CPS? Feminist? Kick rocks. I agree. Get fucked. Having a weak pull-out game. Yeah, you got to be better practice than that. What do you... I have no idea. Maybe a little eye makeup today? Desiring a 3-way mukbang. We could invite her on. Do you feed on apologies? Ooh, that's a good one. Thank you, country boy. Do you feed on apologies? Playing the victim energy. I can't stand a victim. When someone feels like they're a victim, unless they really, really are, it's like, saddle up, pull up your britches, okay? Expecting you to be a mind reader. Oh, God, you guys are good. Do you remember your first breakup? I like that one. Do you remember your first breakup? Let's see. What else? On a first date, do you go sexy or casual? What do you guys think? If you go on a date with a girl, do you think that it's more attractive if she is sexy, like in a dress, heels, or casual? When a woman says she's on a journey search for her truth, big red flag. Casual, only for special occasions. Upscale, modest. On a date, who pays the check? As long as she's sensual and authentic. Um, how do you get out of a bad first date? What's your method of breaking up? Do you do you lay the truth down or ghost someone? What do you guys do? Do you tell someone the truth, like, hey, this isn't working out, I'm not feeling it? Or do you just ghost someone? As long as the cell phone stays put away. That's so true. If you have to make yourself sexy, it's definitely a red flag. You Shabbat, the flexing. You're flexing so hard your sleeves are falling off right now. Take advantage of the wee hour moments. They are times you will feel the most. Long for later and try again for later. Skin to skin, heart to heart, early morning. I remember watching and being jealous because I knew it was special. Oh, why are you coming in here and being all sweet when we're talking about fucking mukbangs and I'm showing my triple chin and you're telling me that I need to go do a contact nap with my baby. If she looks at her phone, I'm out. What's up, y'all? It's me, Stinky Face. What's up? On your podcast, you have gotten dressing sexy on lockdown. Someone like you can't dress casual with all the blessing of talent that you are endowed with. You know, in real life, though, I am pretty casual. Like, look at what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing sweatpants and like a tank top, like a long sleeve tank top, and I'm just chill. But this is like this is where I go outdoors in. When I go on the podcast, I feel like it's like it's like me time where I get to be fancy. And I started doing the podcast wearing dresses like that because I never get to dress up really. Like in Austin, we don't have a lot of like really fancy places to go. And I moved here from LA, and in LA, I would dress up all the time. So one thing that I really like about the podcast is that I can wear like low cut dresses and skin tight clothing, and it's fun. It makes me feel good. So I really enjoy doing that for the podcast. But I have thought about like doing some episodes where I'm like more casual, but then I'm like, that's not the brand. See, Johnny, I'm with you. I feel like here we keep it casual, and then the show we keep it fancy. Thank you, Poker Stiff. Mukbang's going to be on my show tomorrow. I'm going to do that with Chelcie Lynn. I think we're going to make each other Sundays, and then we're going to have to eat them all. Sometimes casual can be way sexier than all dressed up. Like no makeup, just at home chilling. So are we assuming a mukbang video? I have a burrito under the blanket. Dude, what if instead of Sundays we made each other burritos? Thank you, Sir Ooch. Ken, you've seen a few of the podcasts. All right, you guys, I think we have some good questions for everybody. Love poetry. All right, you guys. I think we have all the questions that we need for Michael, Chelcie, and Maria. Shabbat, you've been here the whole time. Penny Lane did say hi, and then she left. She came, she gave me a kiss, and then she decided that her poof was probably more comfortable. Actually, she's under the bed. Like if you wear yoga pants and a t-shirt, that is casual, but not on Lauren's body. Sometimes it can be pretty sexual if I wear a sports bra and some yoga pants. People are like, why is this girl half naked in public? Penny's actually doing pretty good with Jax. She just pretends like he doesn't exist. She just ignores him. She'll even walk right over him. I think she feels like if she can ignore him and pretend like he doesn't exist, maybe he won't. All right, you guys. We've been live for about an hour. I love your poem, Country Boy. Thank you. Who's getting ads on this? Why there shouldn't be ads on my stream. They are larger than most, especially right now. You can find the show anywhere on any platform, YouTube, which I recommend because then you can watch it. But it's on Spotify and like wherever you listen to podcasts, called First Date with Lauren Compton. Lots of ads? 2 ads? Can you skip them? I need to go back and see why we're getting ads because we shouldn't be getting ads. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for tuning in and helping me find these questions. It's 10:15, so I do have to go give my boobies to this little boy, and then probably change his diaper and put him down. I have 3 podcasts tomorrow, so it's going to be a big day. And honestly, you guys are going to make this so much better because these are all the questions that we came up with tonight. Hold on. How come it's doing this there? These are all the questions. Oops. That we came up with. So thank you. That's a lot. That's way more than I would have had. Because I have my menu with all of my like set questions, all my appetizer, main course, and dessert. And I've got pages in the menu. But having like new, fresh questions like this that are more catered towards the specific guest, it just makes it that much more interesting. So thank you guys for tuning in. Shabbat, thank you for funding this stream tonight and the mukbang tomorrow. You're my hero. And thank all of you guys for tuning in. This was so fun. And we'll do it again. I don't know when my next podcasts are going to be after this, but if I have one like tomorrow, I'll even go live the night before because I really need y'all's help. So thanks for tuning in last minute. Love y'all. Here's all my chins. Saying goodbye. Y'all have a good night. I'm signing off. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.